Yeah, boy. Sneakies, it's me, Fifi, and I'm back again today with another key reaction for you guys. I just had to do this intro 3 times in a row. So this is part 3 of my Gasoline album first listen. If you've missed part 1 and part 2 and you're watching this on the date drop, they're literally the last 2 videos I posted, unless they've been blocked somehow. Or if you're watching this in the future, you can go over and find them in my Shiny playlist on my channel. Yes, I do indeed have a Shiny playlist. I don't react to them often because I've already heard their entire discography, so I only really react to them when they have comebacks. Anyway, I'm rambling. This is part 3, and it's going to consist of the 4 remaining tracks: Ain't Gonna Dance, Another Life, Delight, and Proud. I'm super excited. Let's just go. Disclaimer, I will not be reading lyrics whilst listening to these songs. This is my first time hearing the songs, so I want to concentrate on the music production and their vocals, which is my priority. The lyrics distract me from that, so I'll read them later in my own time. There are plenty of reactors out there who will do lyric readings. I'm just trying to vibe. If you want to vibe with me, then cool. Okay, let's go. We're continuing the album first listen with the track Ain't Gonna Dance. Let's go. What was that? The way this song's gradually filling up. Oh, that breaks his voice. The pads in his mouth. Oh, love that, the progression. What is that sound? Is it voice chop? Wow! That ringing sound as well. Such pretty beautiful. Oh! Ones. Why are all my favorite ones almost the shortest ones? I love that so much. That gave me similar vibes to Greatest of All Time, in a sense where it had R&B elements in there, especially like just how it was composed in the melodies and stuff, but the instrumentation wasn't. I love how the song sort of gradually sort of faded in, and I think it might, I'm not sure what that that sound was. I think it might have been like a voice chop. I'm not sure though, it could have been synth, I don't know. Could have been a whistle, could have been a flute, I don't know. I just loved that sound and how it gradually sort of faded into the song slowly, and then it was very prominent within the chorus. I love that. I love those pads in the pre-chorus. I love the melodies, really nice riffs and runs from Key. I love his voice in like songs like this, written almost R&B vibes, you know what I mean, where he does those little runs and stuff. He sounds so good. He has this croakiness. He has this croakiness to his voice. It just sounds so good. Those piano chords in that bridge were absolutely stunning as well. Definitely one of my favorites. I love that. Let's go on to the next one. Okay, so next up is Another Life. I actually found a special video from his like online concert thing, I think. So I think I'm going to react to that instead of just the audio. If you don't mind, let's go. Whoa, visuals. Ooh, his shoulder moves. Okay, this has a similar... It sounds similar to the other track. Which one? Hey! Hey! Woo! Yeah, it's very 80s influence as well. Don't stop. Ooh, this visuals. Wow, oh, he's so pretty. Wow, let go. Ooh, yeah, it's interesting this all English. Also this drum pads. When the bass goes boom, hey. I love Rapper Key. I love Rapper Key. Yeah, yeah. Such pretty melodies. His voice there. It's almost like a howl. Ooh, the way he moves his body. Okay, hold on. Okay, I get it now. Okay, so I enjoyed that. I feel like it was very, very similar to Guilty Pleasure. I think it was Guilty Pleasure, right? Which I said had that sort of 80s elements within there, and then it had that really beautiful bridge. I feel like it was almost an identical song in a sense, but one was Korean and one was English. I just felt like they were just almost exactly the same. Obviously there was differences, but it sounded almost exactly the same. Interesting that it was an English track as well. I enjoyed it, but I feel like because it was so similar to Guilty Pleasure, I actually enjoyed Guilty Pleasure a little bit more. I loved the video, I loved the performance, I loved like the choreo and stuff like that. He just has such an energy about him. I don't want to say it, but I feel like because he's part of a group which includes Taemin, and Taemin is just so like, oh my god, especially when it comes to dancing, he is arguably probably, if someone says like Taemin is the best dancer in K-pop history, you're not going to argue with that. Like, you can't really argue with that. Everyone's entitled to different opinions, but you can't be like, no, like, you can't really argue. You'd be like, you know what, fair enough. So I feel like sometimes his dancing gets a little bit overshadowed, but when you see him by himself, he's such a good dancer. Like, the way he moves his body, I enjoyed that. Let's go on to the next one. Okay, let's go. Next up is the Light. Pretty Piano. Is this gonna be a ballad?
거짓말 같은 마음속에 날 내게 던지는 everyday 네가 존재할 리 없는 외딴 성단의 planet babe 고요한 나의 마음속에 덧없이 넘치는 행복엔 Will you come with me? Will you come with me?
The sounds and the melodies are quite playful. Okay. It's quite playful and funky. Again, drop had 80s elements. It's a funky one. Is that organ? Yeah, sounds like church organ. Interesting use of instrumentation again. Love the breaking instrumental. Guitar. Dun, dun, dun. That clap, very 80s. Melodies are very pretty. Very catchy as well. Love that. The organ's very prominent now. Very nice chord sequence. Look at this, harmonies going on in the background. Wow. Love that bass lift. That was very fun and playful. It was funky, it was groovy. I loved how funky the bass was, like that bass riff. Some really nice chord sequences. I love the funky guitar as well that came in there. Ding, ding, ding. The chorus is very, very catchy. That hook, the did I say it was fun and sort of playful almost? It had like a little bounce to its step, a little more brighter than some of the other tracks we've had so far. A little bit more sort of, do you know what I mean? A little bit more happy. A little bit more happy. Is this coming towards the end of Key's movie now? We're having a bit of a happy scene, right? I really like that church organ sound that came in as well. It added like this sort of gospel, churchy sound almost, and I like how prominent it was in the bridge. Let's go on to the last and final track. Okay guys, let's go. Let's finish this album. The last and final track is Proud. Let's go.
My mama told me never to worry.
Ooh. Oh, I love how I went from rapping to melodic rapping. Yeah, into vocals. So good. So good. Man, I'm so proud. Ooh. Oh. I can imagine the lyrics, but it's very touching. Love these melodies. Yeah. So good. Man, I'm so proud. Hey. Put me in my feels. Is that Friendly Roads? Oh, the way he went from his chest voice to his head voice. Yeah. Oh. Oh, that was absolutely beautiful. I can imagine the lyrics being just as touching as how the as how the song sounded. He kind of gave us the feel of a ballad, the emotions a ballad would evoke without being a boring ballad. I feel like a ballad wouldn't have really fitted on this album, but this was the next best and closest thing to put on this album to give you the feel like we're wrapping up the album. Here is a little bit of emotion. I absolutely loved it. I loved the instrumentation, the piano, the guitar. It sounded very, very nice, almost a little bit jazzy, but it did have, like, you know, hip hop, R&B influences. It was a very soulful track, and he pulled it off really, really well. I loved his rapping. I loved how he progressively went from rapping, soft rapping into melodic rapping into actual singing. I loved the melodies all throughout. It was absolutely beautiful. We are proud of you, Key. What a fantastic album from start to finish. It was one big journey, one big movie. I feel like whatever it was he was trying to convey, whatever type of art he was trying to put out there, I feel like he delivered it well. Don't you think? I think whatever he was trying to, yeah, I just feel like it was a success. Whatever he was trying to put out, I feel like I picked up on it. And it was a success. I absolutely loved it. Let me tell you my top 3. Okay, so my top 3 is number 1, Greatest of All Time. That's my favorite track on this album, for sure, for sure. Well, actually, yeah, Greatest of All Time is my favorite track on this album. My second favorite track on this album is indeed the title track itself, Gasoline. Gasoline might actually be my favorite, but I'm not sure. I feel like I need to listen to it again. But it blew me away. Whereas I feel Greatest of All Time is still fresh in my mind. So that's why I'm just putting it first now, but it might actually be Gasoline. Anyway, Greatest of all time, Gasoline, and my third favorite is Ain't Gonna Dance. That's my personal top 3. Let me know your top 3 in the comments. Let me know what you thought about this album. Let me know how proud you are of Key himself. And yeah, that's it. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you didn't like it, subscribe if you haven't subscribed. If you have subscribed, I love you. I love you. You're gonna follow me on Instagram, guys. Gonna follow me on Twitter. And yeah, goodbye.
Oh.